I have a serious message for Black women, Black American women especially. You need to abandon hip hop culture. You need to abandon hip hop culture and start a new culture here in America. And there are several reasons. I will have some haters from this video, that's expected, but I don't care. Okay, I've said this before and I'm saying it again. Now, to me, every time I'm on this app, I see so many always talking about white people and racism. I can say this as a Black woman. Hip hop culture has done more damage to me than what white people have ever done. People can talk about slavery and racism. There will always be other races that don't like you and some who do. But to me, embracing hip hop culture was the downfall of the American Black community. Oh, yes. Yes, it's something cultural. And a lot of it has been influenced from hip hop culture. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and say I don't like some hip hop songs. I do. Not hardcore hip hop. But the thing is, ask yourself this. Other groups of people, other cultures, other races listen to hip hop. But do they all emulate it? Can some of them listen to a song and they simply see it as music and they can go on with their life, their culture and all of that? Yes. But as Black American people especially, well, hip hop was founded by Black Americans. So you see this as your culture. So a lot of you emulate it a lot more. And at one point, hip hop was different. A lot of hip hop is toxic now. A lot of it is toxic, but I'm talking to the Black women. If you sit back, can you honestly tell me how hip hop has done anything great for Black women's image? What has hip hop really done for Black American women culturally, spiritually, as many as you say? Also, think about it. Think about it, okay? Most women who are in hip hop on average are masculine, and some of them are feminine, but they're a mixture of masculine. Is it a coincidence that a good portion of them are usually gay or bisexual and very rough? So it doesn't really make Black women look soft on average, which does affect Black women's image. And I'm not here to tell you how you have to be. Do whatever you want. Most of you, I know you well enough to know that you will continue to do what you want. But hold on for a second. Okay. I have my little notes right here. So, okay, it's time to get a new culture. Because most of hip hop culture hasn't done any benefit to Black American women at all. Coming off as hard, what it embraces, a lot of it is toxic, violent. The culture embraces the worst of the race. Other races and cultures have their problems, but they're not embracing it to the whole world to make it seem positive. You know, a lot of hip hop artists, they think it's cool or funny and all of that to not be able to speak proper English, not being able to look presentable, looking dirty and low down. Hip hop culture likes to embrace the worst of our race globally. And yes, we're not just hip hop. We have jazz music, other forms of art, but hip hop culture is dominant culture of Black society, American society, and globally. And it has done a disservice to Black women. And once you get rid of hip hop culture and abandon it, I believe you're going to see a change. And if you have to leave men behind within your culture, then do so, because it's not helping Black women. Hip hop culture has destroyed a lot of the Black community with gun violence, usually from the men, the boys, just embracing things that should not be embraced. And now it's culture. The baby mama culture is culture. It becomes culture once it's embraced, and you see a lot of it in high numbers, and it's the acceptable thing. Now it's culture. It is time for a new culture. Okay? We don't even all like hip hop like that. Some of us like R&B, jazz, country music, electronica. It's just, this cannot be the dominant culture of Black people, especially Black women. It's done nothing good for your children at large. Nothing. It embraces the degenerates, the lowest of what should be embraced. And it has not helped the image of the Black American woman. Hip hop culture, I don't care what any of you say. Abandon it. Start a new culture, because we have a cultural problem that no one can fix. You can talk about slavery, get on this app and talk about white people all day, which a good portion of you do, like you have a mental illness or some serious issues going on. But you won't address the truth, is that you can say whatever you want. There's a cultural problem as to why things look the way they do in the Black American, especially community. And the woman is the one. Look, you can't save a lot of these men. They don't care. Some of them do, but abandon it. Abandon hip hop culture. There will be people who will not want you to do this because it's a big money maker. It makes a lot of people rich and a lot of companies and all of that. But Black people are so creative with so many things, especially in the arts, that you can create something new and it will still be great. But get rid of hip hop culture at large. Sit back, Black woman. How has it benefited you globally, your image, your culture, your children, your representation, all of that? Get rid of it.
Absolute